Hi everyone. Now we are going to say about fermented milk product cheese. Cheese is a fermented dairy product made from curd, obtained by the coagulation of milk casein with an enzyme renin or lactic acid. The curd is further processed with heat, pressure, salt, and ripening with selected microorganisms to obtain cheese. Cheese is made from the milk of cows and other mammals, including sheep, goat, buffalo, reindeer, camels, yaks, and mares. Cheese is one of the world's oldest food products for thousands of years. More than 400 varieties of cheese exist, making it one of the most versatile food in the world. Cheese comes in hundreds of different shapes, size, texture, flavor, and aromas, and is used in as many different ways. Enjoyed with bread, crackers, and fruit, used as ingredient in cooked foods, or grated on salads and pastas. Cheese is a healthy component of cuisines all over the world. Cheese is a concentrated source of almost all the valuable nutrients found in milk, such as protein, vitamins, and minerals, as well as the less of undesirable fat and cholesterol, substance that may lead to health problems when consumed in excess. The fat content in cheese varies depending on the milk used. Because of its high protein and calcium content, cheese is an important component of a balanced diet. It is an especially good source of protein for children whose growing bodies require higher amount of protein than adults. Many vegetarians who do not eat meat rely on cheese as a source of protein in their diets. There are three basic steps common to all cheese making. First, proteins in milk are transformed into solid clumps called curds. Second, the curds are separated from the milky liquid called whey and shaped or pressed into molds. Finally, the shaped curds are ripened using a variety of different aging and curing techniques. Let's see the first step in cheese preparation, curd making. Curds are formed when an enzyme called renin is stirred into milk. Renin encourages casein, one of the proteins in milk, to solidify and clump together. Renin is found in rennet, a substance extracted from the stomach linings of calves, sheep, and goats. Renin aids coagulation only if the milk is slightly acidic. The cheesemakers speed up the process by warming the milk and adding specialized bacteria that converts the sugar found in milk to lactic acid, creating the acidic environment necessary for coagulation. Second step is the separation of whey. In the second step of cheese making, the curds are separated from the whey and cut into small chunks to drain the excess whey trapped inside. Different types of cheese have varying moisture contents determined by the amounts of whey allowed to remain in the curds. The varying method used to release excess whey. Some cheeses, such as Swiss cheese, are heated and agitated in a cooking process that further breaks down the curds and release more of the whey, creating a denser style of the cheese. The curds are then shaped by hand or pressed into molds of various shapes and sizes. Curds of nearly all cheese are salted by stirring the salt directly into the curds or by rubbing salt or a saltwater solution called brine onto the curd surface. Salt pulls moisture from the cheese, but more importantly, it acts as a preservative and slows down the final step of cheese making, the ripening. Next step is ripening. During the ripening process, microbes such as bacteria slowly change the composition of the curds, creating cheeses with distinct flavor, texture, and aromas. The kinds of microbes used, the temperature and humidity conditions of the ripening environment, and the duration of the ripening process all contribute to the final characteristics of the cheese. In some cheese, the bacteria added to create the acidic environment necessary for curd formation continues to ripen the cheese as well. Temperatures are kept cool not only to encourage the activity of the ripening bacteria, but to inhibit the growth of harmful bacteria that could spoil the cheese. The amount of time the cheeses are allowed to ripen or age also contribute to their final character. Generally, cheeses develop sharp flavor, harder textures, and deeper colors as they age. There are different types of cheese based on the moisture content. First one is hard cheese, semi-hard cheese, soft cheese. Hard cheese, example cheddar cheese. The moisture content will be around 35% and the shelf life is about 2 to 16 months. In the semi-hard cheese, the moisture content is around 35 to 50% and its example is blue cheese. The shelf life of the cheese is 1 to 12 months, and in the soft cheese, the moisture content is above 50%, and the example is cottage cheese. The shelf life of the cottage cheese is 1 to 6 months. Next, the cheese are classified based on the ripening. Unripened cheese, example is cottage cheese, which is a bland, soft, wild cheese made from curds of skim milk and ripened cheese. And this, which is ripened with bacteria, example is Swiss cheese, with the help of Propionibacterium shermani, and which is ripened with fungi, camembert cheese or blue cheese, example, and the organism used is Penicillium camemberti. So the cheese having veins of greenish blue mold. Thank you all for watching this. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.